afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to the Den Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just wanted to let you guys know I have a live stream channel where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and also a Patreon with lots of exclusive content over there. Links for both of those can be found in the description below. But for this pick a card reading, we are going to be figuring out what big blessed changes are coming into your life or coming your way. If you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy, and focus in on butterfly number 1, 2, or 3. And if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you. Once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. But please remember, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you, your life, and your situation, and just go ahead and leave the rest of that behind. But without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on your cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, for those of you who selected pile number 1, or this purple and yellow butterfly, this is going to be your message of big changes and big blessed changes, really, coming your way. And we're going to start out here with the card you used for your cover. We've got the health card, interesting. And I'm going to also do the tarot kind of right after this, and then we'll get into the rest of the oracle cards. But I'm not going to flip them over yet. I kind of want to focus on health because this is at least a portion of what it was you used to select your pile, so your intuition knew this was important. But this health card says, allow me, divine, to be tender and accepting of my body no matter what ailments I may have. May I always know it's doing the best that it can. Help me be a loving ally and a friend to this sacred form. That's so beautiful. So one of the blessings coming your way, or a really big theme of blessings coming your way, is health. Under this umbrella of health is not just physical health, but also mental health, spiritual health, emotional health. So healing is such a vibe for you guys right now. You guys really are putting in that effort, putting in that work, doing the shadow work, healing the inner child, as well as really focusing on what you're consuming and finding better ways to show up for your health in all areas of life. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some tarot in on the situation. I'm excited to see what you got. Ooh, we've got the Messenger of Air, which is the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Water, Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Earth, Seven of Pentacles. Wow. So some of you may have been on this health or healing journey for quite some time, and again, it may take a little more time, but patience really is key here. These changes are coming. Mark my words, these changes are coming. As long as you're putting in this effort and this action toward what you want, you are going forward. It's interesting because you have an energy of patience, but you also have one of the fastest moving cards in the whole deck, minus the Eight of Wands, which is probably the fastest moving. Then the Knight of Swords is probably second fastest moving. So you have this like gung-ho energy ready to race through, or maybe you are just seeing a major, like, I see like a rocket boost going in the direction that you want. But this is letting you know that you need to pace yourself with what's going on. But for many of you, this is an emotional breakthrough or like self-love vibes for many of you. Although for some of you, this can look like people coming into your life or a reignition in existing relationships, soulmate connection, twin flame connections, people who you want to be surrounded by, who make you feel good and you make them feel good as well. But ultimately, the heart of the Ace of Cups is self-love, loving yourself so that you can give from the overflow of that love supply that you are getting from your higher self and from yourself to give to others. But this is going to be a major point in being able to balance out your emotional life with your physicality is really what Spirit's showing me with this. But yes, just being very clear on your path ahead, which I think the balance of this slow down and this speed up is going to help you keep everything in stasis and keep everything like status quo, like what you know you need to do. You'll be able to move ahead quickly when you need to, and then kind of slow down and temper the changes that you're making in your life when you need to as well. So let's go ahead and get some oracle cards in on the situation. All right, so this is beautiful. Right here in the middle, we have the Hidden Depths card. You only see the surface, look beyond. So this is you going deeper into your healing journey, your emotional, spiritual, mental healing, physical healing as well. But I think that's something we can see on the surface. It is the surface of what most of us can taste, touch, see, sense, all of that. It's the emotional, spiritual, and mental realms that you guys are really being called to look at. The seahorse is looking right down into those hidden depths, and it's got this pearl of wisdom. It's really beautiful. So as you look within, you are getting this wisdom about yourself, about your reality, about your life. But with this guide card, we have the illuminated path. So many of you, by looking into the hidden depths of yourself, you are getting, and I'm getting the tingles, here they come, here they come. You are getting this amazing deep connection to your spirit guides, your higher self, God, the universe, whatever it is you call towards and pray towards. This is you finally feeling that connection and that support from these guides, angels, maybe even crossed over loved ones. Those of you who have lost a loved one, you're going to be getting communication from them, and they are kind of acting right now as one of your spirit guides, or they are at least very, very close at hand to where when you talk to them, they hear you and they are with you. But they are illuminating the path. They're showing me now, I say this a lot on my channel, but when you go on a road trip, say you leave LA in the middle of the night, it's dark. You can only see the 200 feet in front of you that your headlights are illuminating in front of you, but you still trust that the road is going to take you all the way to your destination. Say your destination's in New York, of course. It's going to become light out at some point during the trip before you even get to where you're going. That will allow you to know, okay, I'm safe, everything's cool, I can see farther ahead. But even when the daylight is going on, you still can't see all the way from LA to New York. You just have to have this sense of faith or trust that your path will be illuminated. The road will take you where you're needed to go or wanting to go. That is the same as trusting your higher self or trusting spirit, that I know where I'm at now and I know where I want to be. No idea how to bridge the gap. No idea. But just trusting that you only have to know where you're at now, and then now, and then now, like that. That is going to get you where you're going and help you with this patience that is needed for some of you to really ground in these changes that you are making in your life with your health, with your reality. For some of you also, this could be things going on around the home, wanting to beautify your home, move to a new home, or just feel more sacred and at peace and just comfortable in your home. Those of you who maybe have been living on people's couches or just not knowing, well, where am I going to live next week or next month? I don't really know where the path is going to take me. This is all about looking into your depths, looking into your soul and asking your guides for guidance and help, and you will know. But those of you who are maybe building a house or about ready to move, you already have this idea that things are shifting for you. This is just the excitement surrounding that move or that leap that you're taking from one place to another. Those of you who don't really plan to go anywhere, this could just look like you wanting to beautify your home, clear the space, clear the energy, do some deep cleaning, do some purging, decluttering, and come springtime, depending whenever you're watching this is a timeless reading, but I'm actually filming this the 28th of December, 2021, so this is kind of the winter time where I'm at, and winter has just started a week ago. So we've got a nice little hunkering down to just kind of get comfy cozy in the winter time. But it's funny how I have this big just drive after Christmas. We take the decorations down and everything. I have this huge drive to deep clean my house and to declutter and purge, which is funny. It's like that should be the time you're kind of resting and recentering yourself and all of this, but like I'm like, get it all out of here, just get everything out of here. I don't know, and maybe it's just the influx of stuff, like with the kids with Christmas, and you know, you get Christmas gifts and stuff like that, and it's just like, where am I gonna put all this stuff? And then you realize I just maybe have too much stuff. So maybe you guys are slightly dealing with that right now, even if it's not after Christmas when you're watching this. Whenever you're watching this, you just might have this gung-ho feeling that I want to get things purged and decluttered and deep cleaned in my surroundings. Then we have the tension card here with the square, semi-square, quincunx card, and the number 54, which means you are closing out a cycle of tension, because 5 plus 4, that adds up to 9. Closing out, ending a cycle, completion, life purpose stuff. So some of you that have been experiencing tension in a very specific relationship in your life, this is letting you know you are closing out a cycle that has been causing a lot of this tension. For some of you, that looks like walking away from this person that is, causing the tension, or you're having the tension with. But for others of you, this is you two figuring out how to work through and alchemize the tension to actually have it serve the relationship so that you can have a new foundation to build upon for a better, more stable, secure relationship. Friendship, love, romantic relationship, parent-child relationship, whatever resonates for you, co-worker relationship. I'm seeing at least one of each of those people who are watching like, yep, my coworker, me and my coworker. Someone else is like, yep, me and my kid, or someone else like, me and my parent. And then others of you, I'm really seeing, for most of you, this is probably a significant other. Not to say that you are trying to get rid of the significant other, no. This is just a specific cycle or loop within the relationship that has been draining your life force, draining your energy, or making your home not feel so quaint and happy and cozy. So you're closing that out. So that's a big change, big blessing coming your way. But then we also have the number 47, my dear friend. So this really is, for some of you, a new person, a new soulmate kind of connection with that Ace of Cups here, coming in to support you, love you, guide you, almost acting as a spirit guide that's incarnated. Or maybe you are also then working as this type of person in someone else's life as well. Maybe the person that's doing that for you, you're also doing that for them. Because yes, we can be mirrors for each other. But then for others of you, that tension that you are releasing is with a dear friend. Of course, a dear friend could also be a significant other, or a parent, or a child, or a coworker. They can have dual roles. They don't have to just be one thing in your life. But I do see you even deepening this friendship that you have with yourself, with that Ace of Cups, that self-love coming in. But it's going to take you getting through this proverbial wintertime of going within, going down to the hidden depths, and allowing that path from your higher self to be illuminated in front of you so that you can walk the walk and talk the talk. Wow, this was so powerful, but most of these changes, for most of you, feel very internal, but you're going to start seeing them with some patience and some grounding of these new ideals, these new beliefs, these new ways of operating, modes of operation. You're going to start seeing them then reflected in the external. Maybe these changes take place almost instantaneously within you, but it's going to take a little patience, a little time to actually stretch out for you to start seeing these changes playing out in your, I guess, material world, if we will. All right, so that's all I'm seeing for you, group number 1. I hope this resonated for you and brought you a little bit of joy and clarity about your life and the situation that you are currently going through. And as always, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Den Creative, also over my live stream channel and my Patreon, which are both linked in the description below if you are interested. Also, if you would like to book a personal reading, information for that is also found in the description below. All right, you guys, bye. All right, group number 2, or those of you who selected this beautiful green butterfly, this is going to be your message, and we are going to actually start with the card you use to select your pile, and then get into the tarot, and then get additional guidance from a couple of oracle cards over here. So I'm just going to lay these tarot cards kind of face down for now, because we're going to really focus on this card you use to select your pile with the butterfly. And you guys have the travel card. So one of the blessed changes coming into your life is the fact that maybe you're going to be able to travel more, or you're just getting the opportunity to go somewhere you've always wanted to go. But this travel card says, let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the lead as they are shown. So some of you, maybe even at the time of your watching this, are not sure where you're going yet, or that you were even wanting to go somewhere. Maybe you're still like, yeah, I don't really want to travel right now, not really on my radar. But just you wait. Very soon you're going to get this travel bug or this wanderlust come in. And it may even be to a location or a place you've never heard of, or maybe you see a documentary about this place, or you hear about it, or you keep hearing about it. There's synchronicity involved with this travel here. For others of you, though, this could be a place you've always dreamed of going or wanted to experience, and you're finally making this dream a reality. So that's awesome. Travel coming in hot. So what else do we have for our wonderful group 2? Gotta make a mess before I can get it all situated here. Let's see. Okay, so yes, we have, first and foremost, the 6 of Water, 6 of Cups, Three of Earth, Three Pentacles, and then Page of Water or Page of Cups. I love this. So there is a lot of like past life stuff, maybe even past in this life stuff coming up for you to heal or to ground into maybe possibly a current project or a work situation. There is this sense of nostalgia that is surrounding you at this time. But I think for some of you, this is looking at your inner child, at your wounds from when you were very young, possibly even past life, like I had said. But these are good things. Like you are realizing maybe something dastardly or just horrendous that happened to you as a child, but you're not allowing this to hold you back. You're using this as ammo to move forward on your healing journey because you're allowing your version of you that is present right now, your present moment self, to reach back in time and grab the hand of that frightened child that you once were, that inner child that still exists within you. You're grabbing that inner child's hand and you're embracing this inner child for all you're worth and allowing this inner child to cry and release the emotions that they have had trapped maybe for a very long time for some of you, because this was too scary to face, or maybe this was a repressed emotion or something that's going on. For some of you though, for most of you, I'm seeing you being able to unlock these past traumas or wounds or memories by getting in connection with water. It doesn't have to be out in nature, although that's perfect, beautiful. It could be as simple as taking a shower and just allowing these emotions to come up, or taking a salt bath or something like that. Others of you, you may be swimming in the ocean or in a lake and you're just getting these downloads of information. Also, some of you in the dream state, or just in your, it's like you are going about your day and you just feel really sad and you're like, why do I feel so sad? Everything's going great. I can't see anything in my awareness here that is triggering this. I don't know why I'm so sad. These emotions are coming up. And even if you can't pinpoint, oh, when I was this age, this happened, and oh my gosh, woe is me, you don't have to go all the way down that road. It's more of a feeling than an actual, okay, I can point exactly to what I know this is. But for some of you, maybe you are tuning exactly into certain circumstances or people involved in the traumas that you have repressed. But they're coming up. And you may be collaborating with someone to be able to clear these traumas, a healer, a therapist, a counselor, someone, like a big sister energy or a mom energy. I'm seeing very feminine energy with what's going on here. Trusting your vulnerable side with a divine feminine player in your life, someone who you can trust and count on to really help you through whatever's going on. But others of you, it's like this past stuff that has happened is triggering some emotional release in your present or maybe almost near future moment for you at the time of your watching this. So it doesn't have to be that you're digging into those repressed emotions, but for some of you it can be. Others of you right now are just experiencing a lot of craziness going on, especially with your emotional state. You're up, then you're down, then you're down, then you're up, and it's just like a roller coaster. You're like, when is this gonna end? When am I gonna have like that stability, that security of knowing when I can move forward? And what Spirit's really showing here with these big changes coming is you allowing other people in. Because I think for a long time, you guys have been an island, or you have tried to suffer in silence or go through your struggles alone, where you're putting on a happy face and no one in your life even knows you're going through some hard times except for you and maybe one or two close people. But I mean, this doesn't mean you have to broadcast your information all over the internet or anything, but just allowing those who you trust into your little inner suffering or whatever is going on can really actually help you through this much quicker than if you tried to deal with it yourself. And another way, if you don't want to be telling everybody in your life your business, you can just ask Spirit to come in and help, because Spirit is always co-creating and co-collaborating with us anyway. But when we ask for their help and assistance, we can really fast track whatever it is we're going through, and they can really show up for us in ways that we would never have imagined. So it's beautiful. Let's go ahead and get some other oracle cards in on the mix. My goodness, you guys. Wow. Yes, this just really lines up with what we were talking about already. And I'm just kicking myself at this point that I didn't shuffle on camera. I was in a bit of a hurry today, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna shuffle everything face down like I always do and then just jump into it. And I should have just shuffled on camera because the magic at play here is amazing. But we have here the Dare card. take a risk and fly. And for some of you, this is you actually getting on an airplane and flying somewhere, traveling. Especially those of you who are like, I don't like flying, or I don't want to have to, travel by that mode of operation. It doesn't mean you have to, but just for some of you that may be terrified of flying, or you've never flown, or you've flown very few times in your life, and you know that this place you want to go is going to have to involve you actually getting out there and taking a risk and flying. This is you facing a fear. For some of you, you do have a fear of like flying or heights possibly, but you are facing this fear to overcome it. You are overcoming it. And I love with this 19 here, which adds up to 10, which adds up to 1, new beginning, death and rebirth, darkness to light. So a lot of times we have to face those inner wounds or that thing going on in our past that is still affecting our present moment. Once we, take that risk and face all the skeletons in the closet, or all the darkness, all the shadows lurking within us, that is when our light can truly and fully come online in ways we've never imagined in this life. It's very Plutonian energy, very 8th house energy, diving into the depths of who we are, and just allowing ourselves to rebirth ourselves from the ashes of what we are leaving behind or growing through, that phoenix rising from the ashes. Then we also have the secrets card here, which 43, that adds up to 7. So by being very introspective and feeling in tune with your emotions, or allowing repressed emotions to come up, some of you may have tapped into some family secrets, or will soon tap into some family secrets, that I'm hearing the truth shall set you free. So whatever is going on in your life, the truth shall set you free from whatever you've experienced in the past, maybe even past life, or just the past recently. Maybe you've come to a realization about a secret that someone you love very dearly was keeping from you, or you called them out on their BS and they still try to lie to you. You are a lie detector. You're a human lie detector. You're very empathic. I'm really also now back drawn over here to her in the 6 of water here, and she is holding her stomach like there's pain in her solar plexus. So this is about you gaining your self-esteem, your confidence back. Maybe some of you for the first time since you were a child, or it's been a very long time, you don't even remember when you had this sense of fulfillment and purpose and worth, self-worth and confidence and courage and power. But you're getting this through facing the past and maybe past life stuff. You are working through this because directly below it, we've got the 10th house with authority. And the number 48, which adds up to 12, which adds up to 3. We got another 3, so the number 33 may be popping into your awareness constantly. Also the number 11, or 111, because we got 11 here, and then 19 adds up to 10, which adds up to 1. And then also the number 43, which adds up to 7. So any of these numbers can be how the universe is really speaking to you or communicating to you. But with this authority 10th house card here, some of you are using what you've been through in the past to really up-level yourselves in your career. And so you're having a major change to your career. Some of you are leaving an old career, or traveling, moving to be able to have a job or a career where you travel for work. Those of you who want that, that's not going to happen for those that don't want that. But I'm really seeing mountainous areas, traveling or moving to a place in the mountains where you can work and really feel like you're thriving, and really finally for some of you very in tune with your life purpose. But I also see a lot of water nearby, so lakes, rivers, streams, possibly ocean. I know like the Pacific Northwest does have mountains and ocean very near in proximity, so that could look like a place where some of you possibly are moving. But then we have this lullaby card. And I love the cello here. It's got like a moon reflected and some water. It's a very emotionally connected card. And lullaby, this is music. This is binaural beats, solfeggio frequencies. This is meditation. This is quiet contemplation and calm energy. Stilling those waters of those raging rivers of the past, just stilling the water so you can actually see to the clear bottom of what you are actually dealing with. So this is allowing yourself time, or the change coming in is you will have more downtime, more time where you can really face these depths, these darker parts of yourself, so that you can soothe yourself and heal yourself through whatever is coming up for you. So there's a lot of healing, a lot of travel. just a lot of change and realizing that you're not going to continue in certain cycles in your relationships or in your life or just the way you show up in your own life. You're done playing small. You want your confidence back. You are gaining your inner authority. You're taking your power back, group 2, and it's one of the best changes you can make in your life is to take your power back. So beautiful! Round of applause for you, group 2. You guys, you've been through some ish lately, and you may continue to go through a little bit of it, but as you face this darkness within, and maybe even the darkness in the world, because as within, so without, right? But as you face this, you gain clarity, and you gain wisdom, and you gain your power back. But again, you don't have to do all of this alone because you do have that 3 of Pentacles there. You can collaborate with soul sisters, soul brothers, like-minded people, your spirit team, God, the universe, whoever it is that you want to collaborate with to make your life a shining example, a beacon of light for others who are also then looking to change their lives. All right, group 2, I hope this resonated. You will have to let me know below what you thought, any stories you want to share. I always love to hear from you guys. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative, also over my live stream channel and my Patreon. And also for personal readings, you can find the information for that also with the Patreon and the live stream channel down in the description below. All right, you guys, bye. All right, group number 3, last but never least on my channel, that's for sure. We are going to be finding out what big blessed changes are coming your way. And as always, we're gonna go ahead and start. I love this butterfly. Isn't he just so pretty? We're gonna go ahead and start, of course, with the card that was right below the butterfly and also the tarot. And then we'll get additional guidance from the oracles in just a moment. But I'm just gonna kind of line these upside down, or face down, I should say, for a moment while we really focus in on the card that drew you in along with the butterfly. And this is the feelings card. So one of the big changes coming for you is a change to your feelings, your emotions, the way you allow yourself to feel your emotions. But let's go ahead and read what it says here. Emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. Wow! You gotta feel it to heal it, to deal with it, to release it. That's what I always say on my channel. And it is so true because when we try to push our emotions away or push them down or repress them or not allow them to rise to the surface, they can become trapped emotions. And then those trapped emotions become a part of your subconscious programming and the way that you just automatically react to future things or things that are happening in your present moment that will trigger that past emotion, that past pain, that past wound. But these instances happening are not to punish you. They are to help you dig those trapped emotions up from your past so you can feel them, heal them, deal with them, and release them to move on and move forward. So some of the big changes that are coming up are you are allowing a lot of this stuff dredging up from the past, from the bottom, the murky bottom, the murky depths of your soul, your psyche, your subconscious. You're allowing them to come up so that you can actually analyze and face them, feel them, heal them, deal with them, release them, and be done with them. Yes, so some of you may have also been drawn to group 2, but there was also a healing element in group 1. So very collective healing energies going on, at least at the time of my filming this, and probably at the time of your watching this because this is a timeless reading. But let's get some further guidance from the tarot. Oh, already 3 major arcana. Oh my goodness. Groups 1 and 2 had no major arcana. Although I think it was group 2 that had a card, an oracle card that was very 8th house energy, very tower energy. But wow, 3 major arcana. So there are major transformations, major transitions, major shifts coming up for you guys. So we have the Hanged Man with the number 12 here, and this, again, you guys may have felt a little stuck or trapped with some of these past emotions or even current emotions that you're just not really wanting to face them or knowing how to face them or how to deal with them or how to release or move on from them. And so it's kind of making you feel almost in a stasis or like you're trapped in a loop or a cycle where you thought you did the work, but then here it comes again. Oh no, I'm back in it. And then you struggle through it and then here it comes again. Oh my gosh, how am I ever going to get out of this? Some of you may have been feeling like this, but this is letting you know that feeling is about to shift because the Hanged Man also represents seeing things a whole new way, from a whole new perspective. I mean, he's hanging upside down, so the whole world looks completely inverted or completely upside down to him. And I think you guys needed to have some things fall apart or turn upside down in your life so that you could see the beauty or, the hard things that were right in front of you that maybe you couldn't see because, you were busy or distracted or, whatever it was that was going on in your life. But another good blessed change coming in is you are tuning into that solar plexus energy, that source of inner strength and power and authority, and allowing your authority and your power to come to the surface so that others aren't dictating what you do, who you are, where you go, and all of the above. You are the one facilitating your shifts, your changes, and tuning out those voices that are trying to tell you what's best for you when you know they're not on par with what I know is best for me. So you guys are really tuning out everything that's confusing to you and really tuning in, like within you, within your higher self, within your soul. And then we have the Patience card, which is the Temperance energy. So this is unconditional love. This is mothering your own inner child. To me, again, though, this feels like a very internal environment or very internal energy, but you're also seeing this reflected with your spirit team, which a lot of times your spirit team can kind of more show up in your internal environment rather than the external, although they do send a lot of signs, symbols, synchronicities, and all of that. But a lot of the guidance you do receive from your spirit team comes as the form of just your own intuition or very dominant thoughts that are morphing you or shifting you into a more loving space. Divinely inspired or guided ideas. These are all ways that your spirit team is communicating, has been communicating, and will continue to communicate with you. And also, it's interesting because that Temperance energy really resonates with the year of 2022 because 2 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 adds up to 6. So 2022 is a universal year number 6. Now my right ear and my left ear are both ringing. They just first started in my right, and right as I said that, the left one started ringing as well. So yeah, your clairaudience may be coming online. That could be a big change. You're having a lot of weird pressurized kind of stuff going on in your ears, or ringing, or just tones or vibrations, or maybe even like a vibration, almost like a bug flapping their wings inside your ears. All of these things can start happening when your clairaudience is really either coming online for the first time that you're noticing it, or just leveling up or upgrading in some way. So that could be one of the changes coming in. But Temperance is, in my opinion, when I pull a Temperance card, it always represents this one specific divine feminine spirit guide that I have. Her name is Jay. So maybe you guys are really experiencing a lot more of that divine feminine spiritual guidance from your guides, angels, your spirit team, all of that. All right, let's go ahead and get the rest of your oracle cards out on the table. Wow, this is so beautiful. In addition to all that clairaudience, I'm kicking myself already that I did not just shuffle on camera. I thought about it, then I'm like, I just kind of want to get this going. Let's just get this done. So I just shuffled them face down and put them into piles, and that was that. Kind of wished I would have now, because all that clairaudience we were talking about, now directly below, we've got the clairvoyance, inspiration, interpretation, and trust. So your clairaudience is that clear hearing things from spirit. You're ringing in your ears and getting those downloads from spirit. But clairvoyance is seeing visions, your dream state, precognitive dreams as well, or just seeing things in your mind's eye, or just visualizing things in your mind's eye. But this is also another form or way that your spirit team can inspire you. So you guys really are getting a major level up in at least 2 of your clairs, your clairvoyance, your clairaudience. Probably where there's 2, there's more, is kind of the feeling I'm getting. You guys really are just taking it up a whole other level, a whole other notch. But then you have the Surprises card, venture down the rabbit hole. So you guys really are, to me, these have 2 separate kind of messages for you. Surprises, I see good surprises. People surprising you in ways, maybe people, now that you're seeing life a different way, people in your life are showing up slightly different than they did before because you now see them in a new light, so they're acting in new ways that may surprise you. But also you may have someone surprising you with a gift, or just something very thoughtful, just some really nice and beautiful, meaningful words or something like that. But there's surprises, good surprises. This feels very Page of Cups energy to me. And Group 1 got the Page of Cups as well, so you may have also been drawn to Group 1. So there might be messages over there for you as well. but also venture down the rabbit hole. This is you guys tuning into your guidance and wanting to learn more about tarot or astrology or human design. These feel very introspective things, wanting to learn more about you or what you signed up for, maybe about meditation or the way of the universe, astrophysics or quantum physics. You're wanting to learn about things that maybe before you would have laughed, like, oh, that's too above my head, I could never learn about that. But now you're like, well, what if I could learn that? What if I am really good at learning that and I can then teach others about that? Whatever that looks like for you. It could have to do with healing, especially like emotional and spiritual and mental healing. Although physical healing is a nice side effect of doing all of that inner work, I will put that out there. But yeah, just wanting to do this inner work or surprising yourself with how deep you can go and how much healing you can accomplish. Yes, again, such a theme with this big changes coming your way, pick a card, is healing. Lots and lots of healing. But then we have this Touch the Sky card, and to me, this is like she's risen above a lot of that 3D drama, and as a result of the rising above, a lot of times when we do awaken spiritually, we just want to go in our own little shell or stay in our own little bubble and kind of close out the outside world for a while at least, because we need to learn about ourselves. We need to just be with ourselves and our own energy so that we know what that feels like, so that when other people's energy is bombarding us, we realize, oh, this isn't me, this is a lot of collective energy that I'm just taking on. My highly sensitive empaths and my empaths out there know what's up with that. But I'm almost seeing this too as maybe not taking this to the extreme of feeling isolated. So those of you who have felt isolated, specifically pairing it up with the Hanged Man over here, if you have felt isolated or lonely or just detached from other people in your life, the big change coming in, blessed change coming in for you, is letting you know that you will soon be reconnected to others in your life. You won't have to just go it alone, because we also have here the All is Connected card. So as you really learn about yourself, you are but one thread in that major big tapestry of life. So your soul is one thread in that. But you realize, I'm only one thread in this whole picture or this tapestry of life. So I am connected. All those threads really are woven together and connected to each other. So if you pull one thread, chances are the rest of that tapestry is going to come unraveled. So this really is letting you know that as within, so without. If you're going through these things, then other people are most likely also going through these things. Because at the heart of who we are as souls, we are all one giant soul that is fractaled off and had all these little experiences. But as we do this, and then when we decide, okay, that's enough of that, we'll all come back and be reunited with Source and just be one whole complete vibration again. Vibration, energy, whatever you want to call it. But you're realizing that maybe a lot of the problems you have, even though they're different than other people's problems in your life, the threads that run through them are very similar, if not identical, to what other people have going on. And now that you've gained or are gaining this kind of top-down or different perspective, because she's kind of got the top-down view and he's got the bottom-up view. So it's almost like as above, so below, a union of divine feminine, divine masculine. It's union energy and coming to that center point of, I'm hearing the word free energy, but it's like the place where all potentials lie is really what Spirit is showing me. And when you can have a union of as above, so below, and divine feminine, divine masculine, I don't know why I keep doing this, it's fun. It's fun. But when you have that, it's like all possibilities exist all at once. And you, as this one single soul having this human experience right now, have access, or I guess free will, to choose any path that you want to take. You do not have to be stuck in old ways of looking at things, or old ways of operating, or old relationships, or old jobs, or old places that just feel stifling or that they are holding you back. No, you can choose something else in any given moment. And now really is the only time, the only moment available to you ever where you have any power. And you're realizing that the now moment is where it's at. Not the past, not the future, but right now. Right meow. But we also have the fourth house, the home card. So yes, some of you may be doing some things with your home or moving somewhere, a new home. Others of you may be sprucing the place up, cleaning, decluttering, doing all the things around the home that make you feel more at home in your home. Others of you are realizing the place you're living just ain't it anymore, sis, and you're ready to duck out. You're ready to go somewhere that feels more supportive, energetically speaking, most specifically. But maybe you're not quite sure quite yet where that is or who that's with or, whatever. But that's where that temperance, that patience comes in for you to just allow yourself to maybe go down some rabbit holes, do some research, check in with your higher self and your guides, because you will be alerted to your best path forward. You will be. Because you've got all this spiritual guidance and all these spiritual gifts coming online. Your emotions themselves are telling a story to you. Should you choose to listen, which I think group 3, you guys will listen. You have been listening, I think, and you're still like having epiphany after epiphany after epiphany, but every epiphany that you get, it's like it's taking you one step closer to that major, like, mind-blowing, oh my gosh, like realization about your soul, about your life. And it's very powerful. So keep going. Big changes are coming to your spiritual life, your physical, mental, emotional, your relationships. I'm just seeing all sorts of different things. But most specifically, it's going to start within and then start rippling to your external reality or the material world. So I hope that resonated for you, my wonderful, amazing, majestic group number 3s. Feel free to leave me a comment below. I always love to hear from you guys. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative, also over my live stream channel, The Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and my Patreon, with lots of exclusive content over there. Check out the links in the description, and also my email address is listed for those of you who are interested in booking a personal reading with me. You can find that also below. All right, you guys, bye!